Hello everyone, it's me, Later Dragon back again with round 6 of the Formula E Monoposto Championship. Round 6, it's going to be held at Long Beach. Let's head to the Long Beach Prix. And it's red here in Long Beach. Later Dragon on pole with King Monoposto in second. Then comes Jamaica from McLaren Neon and Patuco, Backtrace Loudest, then not Lewis Hamilton and Fiat and Lee. Firebird and Ishuten, and the Dragon Danny in ninth with Debris alongside. Then comes Catfish and Mikasui. He then won the solo with Rainbow and UK Ball or Newman, and then Tom Framlin and Freddie Paul Kenny, the Chile Grand Prix, Mohamed Dawawi and Picietta. Then comes the two Mahindras of Jay Martinez and Mark Nielsen. It's a very wet day here in Long Beach. Each player coming in with a new helmet, still with F. Newman. Let's see what McLaren and Aguirre can do as all 5 lights go on. And we go green in Long Beach, and that's a very good start from Blade Dragon Sonic off from pole, but Montesis has got the inside line through turn 1, but he just can't capitalise on it. So the top 2 is staying the same, but meanwhile, Omega and Batuco are fighting over 3rd place. It's that Audi looks to have the advantage. He's coming into the turn, but he's got the outside line. But he's back to the inside line. Alan leading right behind him as Nelson gets himself a track limits violation as he's found himself up into 18th place. He gets overtaken as Catfish has got a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision. And Mordices is up into the lead of the Long Beach Prix. But it's been corrected there. And Blade Dragon's trying to take the outside line. And it's going to be a very close fight coming into the sharpest turn from the calendar. Running a ball with a Renault E-Dance driver who shares Hamilton's helmet as Catfish gets himself another time penalty. And the great order keeps on changing. Hit him. A bamboo winner up into 4th place. Release has stopped a lot of time to the Renault car, but Blade Dragon's keeps the lead of the Long Beach Prix. Mordices 2nd, Mega 3rd, and up into 4th goes the other McLaren of Alan Lee, getting past the Renault E-Dance driver. Right now, Renault E-Dance are in a bit of the scenario where they must finish the E3, because if not, they're going to go into debt, as not Lewis Hamilton almost hitting the back of Ewan, which has allowed Batuco and Firebird to get past the Aguirre car on lap 1 of 19, and lap 2, Blade Dragon Sonic leads, Mordices 2nd, Mega 3rd, and Alan Lee 4th. What a start to the race! Is Catfish already finding himself with a 10-second time penalty to his name, and that drops him down to last place at the moment if the race wasn't finished as it is right now. And he's being overtaken by Firebird. Trying to get past him, but that's allowed Dragon Danny, a bamboo winner himself, to send it up the inside, and up into 9th place goes the Audi car. Blade Dragon Sonic, however, he's already pulled out a 2nd and a 10th on the Aguirre. And right now, I think McLaren are thinking, okay, so we've got the podium. Can we make it a double podium? With Mega coming right behind the Aguirre. He's trying to get past Mordices if he can through the squiggliest section of the track. And no one right now looking as if they're going to get a retirement. They usually do crash out here a lot. Sierra, they're going up on two wheels of the curb, just about not getting himself a track limits violation. But look at Blade Dragon Sonic, he's already pulled out a 2.5 seconds. Down the inside goes Mega at the 3rd to last turn, and his teammate Alan Lee trying to get past Mordices as well. On McLaren's upgrades, finally they kick into gear after qualifying. Blade Dragon Sonic taking the fastest lap of the E-Prix at 1:26.9 as down the inside goes Alan Lee. He up into 3rd place. McLaren's currently having a double podium if we were to finish like this, and Ewan also trying to get past. It's almost hitting the side of the Aguirre, and that would have been awful for him because that would have spun him out and taken both drivers out of the Long Beach Prix. But wow, what a few overtakes from McLaren, as running on board with Batuco then for Shape for Audi. He's going to try and get past Ewan as well, or as possibly even Mordices if he can. It's going to be a 3-way fight for 4th here, as was pulling out to the inside goes Houghton. If he can take the position, it will be great for Renault, not just in the championship, but to keep them afloat. Up into 4th goes Mr. Renault E-Dam's driver. And next up on the chopping block, as UK Ball gets himself a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision. And it does seem to be only minor, not major collision at all. And so it's not going to be too bad. And down the inside goes Paul Canny. Batuco's still fighting for fifth with Mordices, as Dravo then trying to get past, trying to defend from Newman, as man who's got himself a brand new helmet for this Long Beach Prix. And Houghton now finding himself up into third place, getting past Alan Lee as Rainbow gets himself a 5-second time penalty, as Mordices is doing numbers on undertaking. Many drivers Blade Dragon's one of increasing that fastest lap time of anyone, while increasing his gap over Mega. The Spaniard in the 14, he's having the best race of his career, currently running in second, and there's no one really to trouble him. And meanwhile, his teammate, he's dropped down to fifth place. This will still be their best finish for McLaren, a second and fifth. It's points for the only team who hasn't scored any at the moment. Blade Dragon Sonic then setting the fastest first sector once again, as the rain clouds do seem to be clearing up a bit. On board with Mega then, he's got 2 seconds ahead of him and 2 seconds behind him. Houghton then pulling up to the inside, up into third he goes on Mordices. It's one a move, very simply done. On the board with Alan Lee, he's going to try and do something as well. Coming through his next few turns, almost loses the rear end of his car, but just keeps it pointing in the straight line that it should be. Yeah, everyone is keeping it clean so far through this section of the track, but once we transition over to dry tires, I'm pretty sure it won't. Tom O'Connor setting the fastest second time to anyone fourth. Andretti, last time out race winner, currently running in 17th place. He goes down the inside on Rainbow to try and take P16. He does. Lap 5 of 19. But it's only setting a new fast lap of the E3. And I think that might just be his race for now, setting new fastest laps. Rainbow, however, trying to go down the inside on Tom O'Connor, and he's going to do it at turn 1, and he's going to take P16 from the Amlin Andretti car. Meanwhile, up ahead, Mordices has lost time to Houghton. Houghton's got that third place, almost in the bag, and he's going to run off to Alan Mega to take the second 1-2 of any team in the season, the first 1-2 of the season. Wait, was there a 1-2 this season, Mike? No, there was not. There has not been a 1-2 this season. If there's a 1-2, that means the car is dominant. If it's like a 1-3, it's like a Max Verstappen situation where a car is good, but one of the drivers is a bit better. Alan Lee, however, setting the fastest second sector of anyone. He's gone ahead of Mordices. He's now going to come under threat from Batuco, the currently 6th place driver, who pulls out to the inside, running on board. Before we even get to the breaking point, Batuco up into 5th place. We do have we have a Formula Game companion code now, as Blade Dragon Sonic. This man sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix for another lap in a row. But one of them will Blade Dragon Sonic while I'll tell you about the technical sponsor of this video. We've got Formula Game companion code, as Mohammed Nawal sets the fastest third sector of anyone. That code should be in the description of this video or in comment. So look at it if you want to join, or just take a look at everyone's stats. Meanwhile, Blade Dragon Sonic, miles ahead, 4 seconds ahead of nearest rival Mega, and Houghton's right on the tail of that McLaren now. If it were to clear up and we don't go into safety car conditions, because no one has retired from the C3 yet, Martinez setting the fastest first sector of anyone in what seems to be the slowest car. If we were to go drive, and we're not in the safety car, I think Houghton would go down to about 6th place, because Renault is double stacking. I think Alan Lee might actually be ahead of Houghton. And yeah, Houghton's going to try and go down the inside of the McLaren Neon, forcing his way through on Mega. That was a very slick move. It almost could have ended in tragedy. the fight that has happened has played attracting Sonic 7 the fastest lap of the Prix once more, and Uden replaces that with a 126.283. Damn! I am so bad at reading. So right now, Renault Edam's running 1-2, and McLaren Neon running 3-4. Then comes one of the two Audis, and then Team Aguri running 6-7. That's all the teams that are currently running 2x2, unless you count back markers in Mahindra. Like seriously, they're 2 seconds down on 20th place Sierra with DS Virgin Racing. That's pretty bad. Riding on board with Mega though, it's not that far away from here. In fact, second, third and fourth, they're not too far away from each other. You can even throw a fifth in that equation, as there's an inter-team battle at Aguri. Not Lewis Hamilton up into second place, getting past Modesis. Not Lewis Hamilton trying to take his first points of his season. The only other driver who's yet to score, if it was to finish like this, is Marcus Nelson. Dragon Sonic now resetting the fastest lap of the E3 to 126.116. Look at that, that's Rodney Solo, P11. Linktree team principal and driver up into 10th place, getting past Ender Dragon Danny. He's going to have the inside line coming into this next turn. I'm even trying to attempt it, and he's hit his own teammate. Dave is in the wall! Dave getting out of the wall, but Rodney Solo has got it's 5 seconds time penalty to his name for hitting his own teammate. I could not have seen that one coming. He went down the inside on Ender Dragon Danny, got the position from him, but he didn't slam on the brakes enough. There's going to be a meeting about that from both drivers about what happened there, as Blade Dragon Sonic setting a new fast start with the pre-running on board with Paul County then, as he goes down the inside on Catfish, very close between the two of them, as O'Connor makes a save move, but right behind them, on board with Tom O'Connor, who's gone past Paul County as well. But the fact that Dave doesn't have some form of puncture because of that incident is absolutely shocking to me. Like, you'd think that there would be a puncture because that was a very hard hit from the Venturi driver. But wow. Modesis then holding up Mika Sui, coming into the same place where Rodney tried and failed to do his escapade. Mika Sui down inside, up into 7th, off the chase down, not Lewis Hamilton, Rodney Solo rather, right behind Modesis then, going very wide to through there. Is that gonna hinder some other people's racing lines? Probably, not as much as I thought. But yeah. On board with shooting, and he's doing very well from his starting position to be up in second, lap 10 of 19 then, and it does look like Renault is going to be in the clear when it comes to money. And that's Mika Sui trying to re-overtake Modesis, because Modesis got him down the inside earlier, and down the inside goes Rodney Solo, which Mika Sui almost hitting the back of the Aguri car. That's going to be a big fight for position then as the Bring loses a position to Firebird. That Alan Andre now off the chase down and the Dragon Danny for 10th place. but fighting for 7th right now. Medicius and Ronnie Solo trying to get past Mikasui. Ronnie Solo is the highest placed driver with a penalty. Right now we haven't lost anyone from the C3, and it's still very wet here in Long Beach. And down the inside goes Ronnie Solo coming into this shot. A left-hander almost was punting out of the way again, but just close enough to keep P8 from the Aguirre car. And the Dragon Danny that smells as a position to be gained, but if Modizis pulls out to the inside, then well, for the end of Dragon Danny, it's going to be impossible. But he does pull out to the inside. Let's see, he's going to come down to braking. Ronnie Solo not doing the same thing, and he just pulls back in for the turn. 8 to the checkers here in Long Beach. And that Debris is trying to stay ahead of Firebird, but he just can't. He's lost 11 to it, but he's going to have another chance to retake that 11th place. Firebird is currently the biggest casualty of the C3, and he's not even out. And look at that, end of Dragon 9 going down the inside of Modizis up into 9th place, and Firebird also trying to get past Aguirre, and I wonder everyone else behind these guys are also trying to make overtakes. Firebird keeping it out of the wall, but others might not be so lucky, but actually they are that lucky. Ronnie Solo and P8, if Modizis is still in 10th place, he's defending very hard, and he's got half into Dragon Danny, so that means Firebird's going to have a good run on him. And Dragon Danny re-overtaking the Aguirre. There's a lot of overtakes being made here in Miami, and we're showing you more than the F1 broadcast ever will.
Take the don'ts.
On board with Ronnie Solo, he's going to have quite a bit on Mikasui. Right now, he's looking at P13 due to his 5-second time penalty. That's where he'll probably end up if he finishes like this. As down inside goes Firebird on Modizis, and then the Dragon Danny. He's going to try and take 9th place. He's from the Audi car. He does have 10th, but can he go for glory? He can't do it there. And he's got Debris right behind him. That's what he's just up into 11th, up into 10th. He can't even take B9. Get the turn. And he's right behind his teammate now. And that is the slingshot move of all slingshot moves. From 12th to 9th, he's overtaken 3 drivers in one go. What a move! What a move from the Venturi driver. The Venturi driver was hit by his own teammate earlier on in this race, and now we can just see him up ahead on the road as up into 10th goes into Dragon Danny down the inside. Move that wall. Wow.
Place your bets.
Also guys, I do hope that you are enjoying the music. And these are the best songs that I could have picked without getting a copyright claim. Yeah, that's right, I got a copyright claim on a previous video. Because I used a remix of the song that someone signed. Yeah, you know. Rodney lost quite a bit of time to Mikasui. Firebird not very close to end of Dragon Danny. Got 6 to the checkers. And yeah, the two next TV Neo cars are going to come up away from the Prix with no points. After
Coming out again for a new point.
after a win in Sao Paulo
Bets now, ladies and gentlemen.
and a potential podium being taken away from them after retiring to late stages of Mexico. Ravo going down the inside of Catfish. That's very close, but he's going to take the position. Unfortunately, these guys, they've all got time penalties to their name. And that's a big fight for 13th place. On board with O'Connor trying to find his way. He's making position, and he does, up into 13th. No, up to 14th, pushing Newman down to 15th position. And Paul Canny in 13th right now.
Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Nine a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, place your bets. Nine a winner. Pay the front line, take the don'ts. He's coming out again for a new point. Get your bets now, ladies and gentlemen.
Firebird getting past and again Danny. They're very close between the two of them. The track, Sky seems to be clearing up. There's not that much spray on track. They're still side by side through that entire complex. It's very hard to believe. Firebird, however, is going to try and take the Audi's position. It doesn't look like it's going to be that hard. He's got the outside line and takes a bit of a slipstream as well. Pulls up to the inside again, lap 15 of 19, falls to the checkered. And down the inside he goes, almost touching the rear wheel of the Audi. But up into 10th goes Firebird. And up ahead is a potential three-way fight for 7th happening. Yeah, thanks for the pings, mate. And yeah, not Lewis Hamilton in the Aguri doing very well. For the first time he's doing better than his teammate. When they can both be compared, the two codes or active for Audi running in a bit of no man's land. Compared to two McLaren having each other's back almost. Which was Alan Lee in 4th and Mega in 3rd. And then the two Renault Edams drivers both in a race of their own. The Inflated Dragon Sonic holding the lead for almost all of this race so far. And Newton having some baller overtakes. That's what people say nowadays. I think one is going to have a good run on Mika Sui coming in to the first turn. So, lap 16 of 19, 3 to the track, the Blade Track and Sonic lead, the Futon in 2nd, then comes May, the Alan Lee, the Tuco, and not Lewis Hamilton. Then comes this little fight for 7th place between Mika Sui, the Romney Solo, and Jay Bree. Then comes Ender Dragon Danny, Firebird, and Tom O'Connor. Tom O'Connor finding himself as well, very good for him. But I think what we should be actually looking at a bit more is how the Hindra are currently running in 21st and 22nd. And there's no one really near them. They're 10 seconds off the rest of the grid. 10 whole seconds. That is pretty big. Meanwhile, the drivers who are further ahead, and by that I mean way further ahead, they are still fighting over position, as it will finish like this, which we now know it won't. It's dried up. It's dried up and rocky. Lady Dragon's gonna think he's coming for pits yard. It's gonna be a double stack for Renault Edams. Everyone is gonna come into the pits. It's right now. Into the pits comes Mega, B. Alan Lee also coming in. Lady Dragon's will retain the lead of the E3, but everyone is stuck into the pits on lap 17 of 19. 2 to the checkers. And if someone's gonna stay out, they're gonna maintain track position, but they're gonna lose out on quite a lot of speed. His positions are probably going to shake up a bit here. Alan Lee is probably not going to stay in fourth for that much longer. Vitoku takes fourth place from him. Solo still in the pit. It's not Lewis Hamilton finds himself up into fifth. It's Rodney Solo comes out in seventh. That's a net gain, and he's ahead of Mika Sui through strategy alone. But his teammate Debris finds himself in another potential controversy as he's down in 12th position. Other drivers dropping down a lot more. Mika Sui trying to take the inside line from Rodney Solo. This is the fight for 6th place. If it was to finish like this, Rodney would still be in the point, but only just about hanging on a wedge. He'd be in 10th place ahead of Firebird as Blade Dragon Sonic getting the fastest second sector of anyone at 28.216. And it's obvious why you do that, as his teammate Human does the same thing. The track evolution is going to be mental. Mika Sui down the inside on Rodney Solo. And that's 6th place for the Dragon driver. His teammate down in 13th, not doing too well. Alan Lee, he had fourth in his hands one moment, but as soon as it dried up, he lost that. Lap 18 then. 2 is the penultimate lap. And was Rodney Solo taking the inside line up into 6th again. He goes on Mika Sui. However, these positions are going to be flip-flopping about a lot more because of the introduction of DRS on this lap. Because it's dried up again. So, now Sui didn't even think about going to the inside then. He has 8th and 6th from him. Shooting then, getting the fastest first chance of anyone. And it looks like both Runaway Dance drivers are going to be looking at trying to take the fastest lap of the Long Beach E3. This is electrical insanity at work. And wow, Blade Dragon Sonic and Putin that's blowing through the rest of this track. Mega, however, still finding himself in 3rd. So McLaren are looking at getting not just their first points, but their first podium at the same race. Hewan then taking the fastest second sector of anyone. And I think Hewan's going to take the fastest lap on this tour of the Long Beach circuit. It's actually Hard Rock, but no one cares because Hard Rock doesn't sound as cool as Long Beach. As Blade Dragon Sonic taking the fastest lap of the Prix, 122.083. Does Hewan reset that? Yes, he does, a 121.216. He's quite a ways faster than his teammate. And this just shows on the final lap of the Prix why you should never mess with Frenchmen. Blade Dragon Sonic setting the fastest first sector of anyone. As Alan Lee, he's on his nerve compared to Ender Dragon Danny, who is, well, he's got someone ahead of him, but really no one behind him. He's still pretty much struggling today. He struggled with pace, so that 9th place is going to be a bit of a post-it note saying, you tried. On board with not Lewis Hamilton though, this is going to be his best finish of the season. Points at Long Beach. But this is your race leader. It's been quite a while since I've been able to say that. Not really, he did win Mexico on the line, but he did finish in the lead. But this time, here in Long Beach, Blade Dragon Sonic does get to keep a race win, and he sets a new fastest lap of the Long Beach E3 at 119.299, but will his teammate take that away from him? Blade Dragon Sonic wins, Hewitt in 2nd, resetting the fastest lap of the E3, and it's the first 1-2 of the season for any team. Mega's gonna come home in 3rd place, first points for McLaren, first podium for McLaren, as UK Ball trying to take P18 from Nawari. It won't matter that much though, because he's got a time penalty. His name, but Tokyo is 4th, not Lewis Hamilton 5th, Rodney Solo is 6th, it's Mika Sui 7th, Rhiannon Lee 8th, and the Dragon Danny 9th, Firebird 10th, Debris 11th, Medicis 12th, Newman 13th, Ravo 14th, Canny 15th, O'Connor 16th, Sierra 17th, UK Ball 19th, 18th, Nawawi 19th, Catfish 20th, Martinez 21st, and this man Marcus Nelson last of the finishers. Almost got lapped. this is your podium then. First one through the season for any team, and of course it has to come when this guy was wearing a golden helmet. And as well as that, we've got a new man on the podium, and it's a Spaniard. Bladed Dragon Sonic wins the Long Beach Prix from Houghton and Mega. Then comes the two not Lewis Hamilton, Mika Sui, Alan Lee, and the Dragon Danny won the solo. Firebird, Debris, K-Mordesis, Newman, Paul Kenny, Tom, Sierra, The Ravo, Mohamed Nawawi, Cable, Martinez, and Catfish. And in last place, Marcus Nelson. Of course, there are a lot of time penalties being awarded, but the fact that Catfish is only 21st is pretty okay. In the driver's standings, there's now only one driver who hasn't scored any points, as Bladed Dragon Sonic still leads on 137 points from UK Ball on 54 points and Mika Sui on 53. Then comes Houghton on 51 points and Ravo on 47 points. Then Tom O'Connor on 36 points, Ronnie Solo on 31. Toko on 28, 2 points ahead of his teammate, as Prix is 10th on 21 points. Then comes Mohamed Nawawi on 20 points, and Game Odysseus on 19 points, then Newman on 18 points, then Mega on 15 points, Martinez on 12 points, Paul Kenny, not Lewis Hamilton, both on 10 points, Firebird on 8 points, Alan Lee on 6 points, tied with Sierra, Catfish on 2 points, and Marcus Nelson still yet to score in the constructors' standings. Then coming into the Monaco E3, Renault Edam's lead on 188 points, then comes next TV Neil on 101 points, then Dragon Racing on 71 points, then an Abshape Brad on 54, then Venturi on 52, Alan Andretti on 44, Truly Grand Prix on 30 points, then Team Mercury 1 point back on 29, McLaren Neon on 21 points, Hinder Racing on 12 points, and PS Virgin Racing on 8 points. We'll see you next time for the Monaco E3.